This is a full face of new in makeup. So if you're interested in how I did this look, then keep watching because believe it or not, you will see. Spoiler alert. It's great. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of new makeup. First impressions. Oh my god, the windows are open. Let me shut those because it's going to be really noisy otherwise. Okay, the windows have been shut. Let me pin my hair back. I'm using new hair products and honestly, it's made my hair so healthy. I've never had it so shiny and soft, and yeah. I might be doing like an updated hair routine. Okay, hair is up and out of the face. Now, these products, I have tried some of them this week, but like they're all new in. I couldn't resist and I got too excited and I tried them out. So on my face already, I've got the Road Glazing Milk, which I have been loving. And then I've also just put on my Supergoop Glow Screen. It's just like a perfect glowy hydrating base. Anyway, moving on. Okay, skin tint wise, Kylie Jenner actually sent through her new skin tint. It's over there. I can't bother to get it. But I looked at the shade and it's a tiny bit too light. I don't know if you can see on my hand. But I really want to try that out because the formula felt incredible. So when I get paler, which probably will be soon after summer, I shall try it out and let you know. Today I think I'm going to go in with my recent addiction, and that's the Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint Hydrating Foundation Stick. And this is just like a veil of glow on your face. If you saw my favourites, this was in it. I mean, you're about to see how incredible it is. I just kind of put a bit on, not loads, just to add a nice veil of tint. And then I've got this brush from Merit. Okay, lovely. That is all blended out, and I'm going to use a bronzer that I've used like for the last 2 days and I've been really enjoying it. I also mentioned in the last video because I've been using the Road bronzer, which I've loved, but this NARS one in Laguna is slightly more cooler toned, which I have been leaning towards, and I've really loved it. I love NARS as a brand. I feel like all of their products are really good. I'm just taking my Say brush and putting it on this side. I'm trying to think of like updates. I mean, the World Cup's on at the moment, so this weekend was the best time, obviously supporting England, got to be representing the country, and we went to the pub. The vibes were immaculate. I adore the World Cup, I adore football, and I just love how it brings everyone together and everyone's supporting the same team. I look forward to it every time. So I don't know which country you guys have been watching, but I hope you've also been enjoying it. See, I thought I ruined it because I painted my toenails red like weeks ago. And then on the day, Chanel kindly sent through this new nail polish color and it was absolutely gorgeous. It's like this pearly pink. And I was like, I felt obliged to change my toenail color. As soon as I did it, I thought, oh my God, I've just ruined England's chances because I've taken off red and that's their color. But my friend made a very good point. Obviously, what colour is pink? Red and white together. So I actually saved the day. Moving on to another thing that's red and white. It's actually pink and pink, but it's my toenail colour. So I need to stop talking about my toes actually. But this is the Chanel Duo de Balms Stick Duo. Sensational. I have been just using this on repeat because I love the Chanel cream blushes. And this is just even more balmy and emollient and amazing, and I adore it. I adore it. So I'm taking my Road brush. Oh no, what an absolute idiot. I put it in and not twisted it down. Oh, Lauren. I mean, you can see how creamy it is by the effect it's had, right? I'm gonna be very gentle. I feel like I've got a lot. We might be having a blush buy in this situation, but it's summer and I feel like you can get away with lots of blush. Yeah, that is quite a hefty amount. It's fine. I love applying blush with a stippling brush just because, well, I wouldn't say a bit more sparser hairs because then you get a more diffused effect. Okay, it's actually, I mean, you saw how pigmented it went on, but it just blends out. You don't lose that colour or glow, but it just blends in and becomes your skin. And then I'm actually going to flip it around onto the other side where you get a lovely pearlescent highlighting balm. This is actually similar to the Dior ones. I don't know which I prefer. They're both equally as good. I guess the good thing about the Chanel is you get two. And I take that same same brush, because then they can just blend into each other and become uniform and beautiful pink glowy cheeks. and of course a bit on my nose. Other life updates, what have I been up to? Do you know what, it's been really nice. I think since coming back from France, I've kind of had a few quiet weeks. I think events have kind of slowed down, which has been good because I've just had a lot of time to kind of like go to the gym, journal, paint. I've been getting into painting recently, which has been really fun. And then just catching up with friends, which is always lovely. I'm just going to grab the Laguna bronzer again, just to kind of add a touch more. I kind of like doing that. I don't like going in super heavy with the bronzer because I just like working in layers and then adding more when I see fit. But I actually went for a swim the first time in my gym because they've got a lovely pool and I've never stepped foot, and every time I go I'm like, one time I'm gonna swim. I think what's always put me off is I'm terrible with cold water. It's always just felt a bit too cold for me, but because of how hot it's been in London at the moment, it felt like heaven. Do you know what, swimming's one of those things that I forget you need a lot of fitness for. Like honestly, I was doing a few laps, knackered, absolutely knackered. That's my bronzer, blush, highlighter type situation. Right, concealer wise, got a new one, believe it or not. Not like it's a face full of favourites or anything. No, face full of new products. There we go. This is the Chantel Bio Lifting Concealer. Now I have, again, used this. I've only used it once or twice just to kind of see how it wears, because this is the thing as well with doing these videos, I like to try them before because then I can give a bit more insight into how they wear and things. So far I haven't been reaching for it. I wouldn't say it's become a staple. I think under the eyes it is gorgeous, but it's such a lightweight concealer. Maybe too lightweight. If I got a few bags, then this will not do the job. But if you're looking for a really natural skin like finish, then this is a really great concealer for that. It is super lightweight and it feels so lovely on the skin. And they sent this brush through, which I've been really loving for concealer, and I just kind of pat it in. As I find, especially with this formula, you get a lot more coverage. Okay, maybe I just didn't use enough when I used it before because I'm actually really enjoying how it's looking right now. Okay, I take back what I said. As an under eye concealer, that is absolutely gorgeous. I think now knowing it's a lightweight concealer, I've blended it differently and then obviously had a different effect. Sometimes that's why it's good to give products like a few goes, because sometimes it's user error. I'm gonna be honest, it's user error and I make a lot of errors. But around areas where I need a bit more coverage, I'm still going to go in with my Merit Minimalist. Mine is in the shade Linen, which is a bit too pale for me now that I've got a tan. But it's fine because I love it so much that we use it regardless. Okay, that's my base done. I'm gonna set that into place in a bit. But for eyes, Chanel sent me through another one of their Stylo Ombre contour sticks. This one's in the shade Baby Yellow and it is the most gorgeous like highlightery inner corner shade. So I'm going to use that alongside, if I can find where I put it, here, this one, and this is in the shade Contour Clair, and I love this so much. It's like the perfect cool tone brown transition shade. And the thing I love about these sticks is you really don't need to be precise or have any sort of technique. I just like run it along my lash line and then I'm going to blend it out with the other side of that Say brush. So I love just kind of blending it out, bringing it into my eye socket and then down my nose. And it just really adds that soft dimension to the eyes. And then I'm going to grab the Baby Yellow shade and pop it in my inner corner and then also bring it on to like the inner part of my eyelid. And then I think I'm just going to take my pinky finger and blend it in. Just love how it looks on the inner corner. I find it just brings attention to your eyes. And then I might actually set that into place using this trio from Hourglass in the shade Dim Light. I'm just going to grab like the two browner shades and run that, we'll kind of like pat it over just to set those into place. And it's like a super minimal eye look, which you can't really detect that you've got eyeshadow on, but it just, again, adds that definition in. Righty, on to mascara. I might use my Merit, I'm gonna use my black one. I've got them in black and brown just because I literally love them so much. I've got another one stocked up because it's literally my favourite mascara. How many times have I said literally? Shush. Going in and curling the lashes. Right, and I've just applied it to this side so you can see the difference. It's so natural, but it just adds that length and volume and it looks jet black. I love it. I can't recommend it enough. Also, jewellery-wise, I've got in this new little fun chain. Oh no, I've dropped my brush. And it's from Bijou. I always get questions like about my jewellery, where it's from and everything. And then kindly Amelia, the owner, she just messaged me today and was like, for the winter collection, we'd love to name one after you. I might have a piece of jewellery named after me, which is crazy and really, really kind of her. But no, she's honestly the best and so lovely. I went to their event the other night and I had the best time. Blush-wise, I've actually got 2 new ones from Kylie Jenner. These are their powder blushes. Now, this is their natural... Oh no, I like this as a brightening powder, but it's like pink. That's really interesting. It was in peach. It must be like a colour correcting one. That's super fun. I might go in with this one for now then, and this is in Petal. The Kylie blushes are one of my favourite like powder formulas. I just find them so pigmented. But I've never used this shade. This looks really lovely. Tap off the excess. That's like your perfect everyday shade, and looks very nice with the Chanel one. Bronzer wise, I'm going to use the Hourglass, where are you? Here you are. Ambient Nude Light Bronzer. I've not been able to put this down. It's just so good. And I just kind of swirl it all over. And it makes your skin look sun-kissed. That's the only way I can describe it. And then to set my face into place, I'm going to try this new brightening powder from Kylie Jenner, but this is in the shade Translucent. I feel like I'm not going to go for a pink shade today. I don't know. I don't trust myself with like things like that. I'm going to tap out any slight creasing. Oh, it's got such a pretty pattern on. And I like the packaging of this. It's different to their blushes. Okay. Oh, it picks up quite a lot. I tell you what, so far, that is looking like a very good powder. As I'm very fussy when it comes to powders, as I find a lot of them just makes my concealer look really cakey or wear weird, and then I just kind of stay clear. Because I've got dry skin, I feel as though it's hard for a powder to work with my skin. The other one that I've been using recently, which I actually only tried literally a month ago, is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish, which I feel like everyone and their mum has, but I haven't tried it. But makeup artists would always use it on set and my skin always looked amazing. I just didn't get around to getting it, but I love this. This might be a new favourite. I really like how it looks on my skin. I think it looks incredible. Right, we're nearly at the end. I'm on to lips. I'm just going to blend in. I got a bit of lip balm on. And then I have been sent the Rhode lip liner, which is so funny because I feel like Rhode gets so much stick online of being overrated and overhyped, but this is honestly, it's been a go-to of mine because I find it wears so well. It's really lightweight, but it really does stay. And this shade especially, which shade is this one in? Push, is my perfect nude. It looks like I've had a lip job every time I wear it, I swear. Can you see the difference? When I blend it in with my finger, I feel like I can't even tell that I've got lip liner on. Like obviously you can see the difference, but you can't actually detect it. And I just love how big it is because you can kind of get that blurring effect, and it's twistable, which I love. Although Tom Ford actually sent me their liners and I used their sharpener. I've never had a sharpener so good. Like it makes it a point, and I always struggle with sharpeners. I find that they never sharpen my things. Maybe it's me, to be honest, it probably is. Anyway, in the center, I've been using these Hourglass blurring lipsticks. This one's in the shade Spell, and are you ready to see this? It is super blurring. I find it gets rid of like the lines on my lips and just makes them look airbrushed. I love this. This formula is incredible, and especially in the shade Spell. And then to top it off, Summer Fridays have sent me their 3 mini summer trio collection, which I think is so cute. And I'm gonna go for this brownie one, of course, because I feel like I always do. Oh my god, that smells. Sea salt caramel, that's why it's gorgeous. I can literally smell it on my lips. Very nice. Right, I think that is the finished makeup. This is the finished makeup look. I have literally loved every single product I've used. I feel like I I mean, I did pick out ones that I knew that I liked, because there's definitely some makeup I get and I'm like, I'll never use that or wear that. But all these products I do recommend. I think they look, I mean, you can see how they've applied. I hope you enjoyed the video and hope you're having a lovely summer. I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.